Hi Cancer, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read, and this is going to be for you and that who could be a friend or family member, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a significant other, even can be a person of interest. And for those of you that have come to my channel, if love's not on the brain, it could be one side of a situation or another, okay? So do keep that in mind. This is a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to the Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below. All right. So those of you that are looking to take your life purpose and what it is that you'd like to do a step further, maybe that you're looking to take a side hustle to a more solid ground, and now to call it some sort of business that you would like to create a revenue from, or perhaps you've been kind of your job has changed and now you are looking for a different way to do your job, or any sort of way to kind of reinvent yourself on the job. That could be for some of you as well. Then you want to book a discovery session up here or in my description box. So that's all about spending a few minutes with me for us to make a recommendation as to what program will be best for you. It's not actually a session, in terms of a read or anything like that. It's to get to know you and what challenges that you're facing, and if it's a good match, then we make a recommendation in terms of a program that we feel would be good for you. All right, so that is how it works. So I do want to thank all of you. You've been keeping me busy, and I just am sending you tons of love, and I am hoping that you're all safe and that you are focusing on your health and mind, your body and your soul, and really keeping yourself grounded. And then a lot of us, I know, we're going through and being trained in new different areas, and it's a whole new world, and with that does create some opportunity, but please be safe. That's first and foremost. Okay. All right, so let's jump into this. Let's go ahead and talk about as to where you're at right now, and then see what's going on for you. Okay, so where you at right now, Cancer? I'm a Cancer moon, so I want to see what wants to come up. Okay, let's see here. Nice. We have got the Queen of Cancer. Okay, I should say, well, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water, right? That's what it is. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. This is beautiful because this is about having some beautiful influence. This is about being very calm, being very intuitive. She knows that using her, her intuition is going to guide her and help her and lead her in the right direction to her soul's purpose, whatever that is. And that's what I see here. So she's also extremely compassionate. So you could be providing compassion for yourself as well as others, within your family, within your love life. This is really beautiful. So I really feel that you're in your energy right now. A lot of you might be doing some meditations and manifesting and just, equalizing yourself in terms of your emotions, right? And using your intuition to guide you, which is a very good thing. All right, let's see what else wants to come out for you here. Knight of Cups. Some of you are manifesting someone. Another water sign. It could be another Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. So this one is very romantic and very, very charming. He comes with a dozen roses, all right? That's what I see here, and he might just look like him, all right? So that's what I see coming through here. This is beautiful. You've got to love the romance and the charm, and I definitely give a lot of value to someone that does it. I think that's really, really great. But it's more than that, right? It's just more than that. But in any event, this is talking to me about I think that you're probably perhaps, even manifesting, someone that truly kind of fits the bill of what is that you've been working on, what your values are, and what you've kind of in alignment with that. You've got someone that you've been focusing on, quite frankly. So it could be another water sign is what I'm feeling. Okay. Or you've got love for someone else, as well. So that could very much well be the case. Let's see what else. Four of Cups. Well, if the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups weren't enough, we want the stability of the Four of Cups, right? So this is beautiful. This is really talking about, this is about contemplation. So this is about choosing, this is about saying, okay, well, what is it that I want in my love life? And, meditating on that, and then, focusing in on that. This is an opportunity where the universe does bring something in for you, an additional cup, but it's like, what is going to keep you emotionally stable is what you're concerned about. So you want a love that keeps you emotionally stable as well. Now I know that can happen all the time, but you know what I mean. For the most part, it's kind of like in your vibe, and you kind of are kind of going towards that same direction, so to speak. And that's what I feel. It's about the stability of the four, and I think that that's really key. So in the purpose of manifesting the one that you want, what's going to be important is not only the charm and the romance, but can I see stability with this person, and that emotional stability first and foremost, and then of course all the other. But it's more of the cup type energy. So I really feel that that's what you're looking at. What do you need to be more open to receiving? What does that look like? Nine of Swords, that in the past there was a disappointment in the past, and this is about letting this go. It's about going through this, but it's not, when I say kind of like receiving, it's about not burying it, but working through it. So knowing, okay, this may have happened in the past, and so you're manifesting something better moving forward in the future. And just know that you've built up some emotional resilience. And I really feel that, through your emotional resilience, you're able to manifest what it is that you want, and be discernful about the choices that you want to make as it relates to the one that you love. Okay, so if this is someone from the past coming back in, who has caused some heartache, you are going to take a second look and make sure that you move slow enough that you see the results that you're looking for, and being a little bit more discernful. Okay, so you need to be more open to working through that past hurt with the nines. That's the beauty of this, is that it's about, it's coming to fruition. So it's the nine. You're already on this you're moving on to a brand new beginning. Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Anything more it wants to come out? Yeah. You're now moving on to a new journey, and this is the Fool's card, which moves on to a brand new journey in love. And it's not that you're coming into this like you don't know. You have more confidence. Her yellow is more about that solar plexus I am. The green is all about the love, and this is about communication and making sure that they line up with the stars for you, right? And that you've got a pool of the same things that can bring you you both to a situation. Now this is starting out on your own. This is brand new. So this is a new page for yourself. Okay, so that's what I feel here. So it's about more receiving this brand new beginning, and know that yes, you do have the confidence to move forward and make better choices as it pertains to love. And that's what I see here. What will come when you're more open to this? What will come when you're more open to this new journey here? Okay, for you, Cancer, what will it come? Balance. Okay. All right. Well, so here he is again. So temperance, right? So this is about temperance. This is about balance of the situation. So this new journey, there could be a new beginning where balance is restored. Now you might feel balanced, emotionally for yourself right now, and you've restored that balance, and then someone comes in, and this is about, oh my gosh, it could have been someone from the past coming in, and it could have been someone that perhaps has hurt you in the past, and this is saying, okay, this person, just so you know, has changed. Okay, this person is coming through quite honestly and has changed. I just want you to know that there's been some changes to it. But what's important for you though, and I think, is to move slowly through this. Still keep your independence, and then work slowly through this. If this is something that you really want to make work, whatever it is, that if it falls in alignment with what you've been really truly manifesting. And that's what I really feel as it pertains to love. So this is about finding balance in a relationship, body, mind, and soul, and on the physical plane, spiritually, as well. But yeah, I really feel you might have, I think this person realizes that they need to restore the balance to this. And that's what I feel is kind of like that other person here. It's a major arcana card, so it's a major shift in terms of that. So I do see that. So that's one thing that's interesting. What is the next steps that you have to take? What's going to be most important to you in this relationship or situation? What does that look like? Okay, let's see what that is. Let's see what this is. Surrender to silence. Wow. So there's some quiet meditation that's happening that I think is going to download and bring you some really beautiful gifts. what you need to be more open to is surrendering to silence, okay? And I think that, again, it's what you're doing when you do the Four of Cups here. It's what you're doing when, you are at that point where you are at this Queen of Cups, right? It's kind of like surrendering to the silence. And this is all about to really let go of it's about entering the doors of stillness within you, Cancer. And what I feel is that when you do that, it's going to heal you and it's going to replenish you. And you see, like, this is like that faded yellow, and then it moves into the brand new journey where you've got a brighter yellow and she's wearing here. And I just really feel that brings you a lot more confidence to move forward in love and in communication, which is the blue throat chakra, and the green is the heart chakra. So it's about surrendering to silence, going through contemplation and just letting go and getting still into the center of you, because then you're going to receive some downloads. So I think that the next step you need to take is about surrendering to silence. Is there anything else that's going to be important to you in this relationship or situation? Surrender the comparisons between you, Cancer, and other people, okay? Because what's coming into play is about, it's really to focus really not on other people's strengths, but your own strengths. Forget about others. You are your greatest competitor. And when you start focusing on making your best better, that is when things really start to move. That's when the needle starts to move, okay, in the positive direction for you. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is about really focusing on your strengths, focusing on your attractiveness, and focusing in on your own power. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. So don't keep your eyes on everyone else. Keep your eyes on yourself, okay, or keep your eyes to yourself, because you only want to make yesterday better than it, you want to make you want it to do better today than you did yesterday, and that is your barometer of success, and you want to keep moving in that direction. Okay, so don't focus on comparing yourselves to others. They have different benchmarks of what they have gone through, and you don't know what they've gone through. So it's important that you really focus on, again, making your best better and better and better. Okay, so that's what's really, really key. So surrender comparisons with other people. That is what is going to help you, what you need to do in that next step. Okay, and how can you manifest even more successfully? What does that look like in this relationship or situation? This is about taking some time out. Remember, we talked about meditation. This is about absence. That's just come to remind you of that. Okay, so taking some time out and centering yourself. And this is about a horse that really constitutes a lot of freedom, the freedom to roam. This is about the horse being stable. And so what this wants you to do is to take, kind of excuse yourself from the world a little bit and go within, because you're going to receive some really helpful hints in terms of how you should be moving forward in this relationship or situation. So surrender in silence and surrender comparisons to other people. And by doing that, it's about to give you, distance is going to be really, really important there. All right. And anything else to how to manifest this more successfully? This is saying to think things through, okay? And I think that's what you're going to be doing in the absence, in this time of centering yourself is going to be very, very key. So before in a relationship or situation, it does want you to think things through. Anything else that's going to be important for you in terms of how you can make this relationship or situation even more successful. This is about addressing your addictions, okay? So for some of you, that could be the case, and it could be the addiction in terms of falling with love with someone, for instance, that is emotionally unavailable, falling in love with someone, who's married, or someone who is not capable of being in a relationship the way that you would like one to be and what you've manifest. Okay, so this is about settling for less than what you truly feel that you deserve. And this is saying you're on a brand new journey and you can manifest what you want, and to be very discernful, what that looks like, right? So think things through a little bit, right? And really take that time alone to center yourself and don't compare yourself to anyone else but your very own self, okay? So if there's any addictions that need to be addressed, whether it's a self-sabotage where it is anything of the sort that is keeping you from a positive relationship that you are very capable of and worthy of as well, then this is the time to do it. If you need help with that, it's beyond the read right there. It's exactly what we do. Let's take a look at this other person. All right, let's take a look at this other person on this other side, and where are they at right now? Okay, let's see where they're at right now. Here it is. The Hangman. Okay, so they're looking at a different perspective to get some enlightenment, okay, from their emotions. So it could be in this relationship or situation. This is a major arcana card. So this tells me that they are trying to look at a different perspective in this relationship or situation to get a different point of view, okay? So they're looking from upside down, left, right. They really want to see things at all angles. And I think that's really, really key for them. Anything else? That's a major arcana, so they're really doing that. And I get the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay, so this is a message. This is a message, and this is about being very curious, energetic, coming up with lots of ideas. They're brainstorming. They're just coming up, with different ways. This is about being confident that they can come up with ideas in different ways and being engaged in what it is that they're doing. Now, this tells me that it's more kind of like this mental kind of capacity right here, is what I feel, that they're mentally, they could be focusing on work a little bit on this side, but it is a new beginning. So there is a brand new beginning. Let's see what else wants to come through. Six of Pentacles. So interesting. This is the give and take card, right? So they're either getting help or, helping someone else. So it's generosity, it's giving and receiving, that type of thing. So they're coming up with ways that they could do that. And again, it's a lot of ways, for even in for business or just in a relationship, giving and taking. It's kind of like the balancing out of that a little bit. So it's the sixes, which is about growth, right? And it is, just, focusing on generosity, okay? Whether they're giving it or receiving it or a little bit of both, okay? Anything else that wants to come through as to where this person's at right now? 10 of Swords. So perhaps they were the one that needed maybe some assistance in terms of they had some sort of ending. So the 10 is about coming to an end. This is, it's really about some sort of loss, some sort of defeat. So it could have been in a job, in a relationship, something had ended, okay? And that really could have been the case. So, but just opens up a brand new opportunity for a brand new vista and a brand new page. So let's see what wants to come out of the 10 of Swords. Anything else in terms of this 10 of Swords? What's next after here? It's a brand new beginning. Wow, I get the 8 of Wands. Wow, this is all about change. This is fast moving. So it's kind of like, once this is done, it's like, okay, I'm moving and I'm moving on really fast. This is about now things can move, right? So the 10s are about coming to fruition. Something had to change. It wasn't the Tower, but something did come to an end to change the dynamic of a relationship or a situation at hand. And now movement can begin. So the 8s are about, the infinity symbol of now things can kind of be balanced out a little bit, okay? This could also be a change in something, so a change in a relationship situation. It's also about travel, so it could be a travel. Maybe you live at a distance from each other, or this person's, traveling of some sort. So maybe they're moving, could be the case. But yeah, what is it what's the next step this person wants to take in this relationship or situation? What does that look like? Oh my gosh. Okay, so their next step is about saying no. Okay, so this could be in a relationship or situation. Let's take a look one more time. What does this no mean? What does this no mean? Embrace your power. Okay, so this person, this is about really this person recognizing their value and now embracing their power to move forward. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card on the say no. I want to see what else wants to come through here, but I think they really want to move forward and realize their worth. Yeah, they are focused on the intellectual. It's this a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. And this is, could be dealing with that. And this is someone who's very clear thinking, and this is a very intellectual person. And they are embracing their intellectual power right now within them. And they're saying no to something. Anything else in terms of saying no? Five of Cups. Wow. So this is just telling me it's about adversity, that they do not want they are not willing to go forward in any move forward with any resentment or any negativity. Okay, they do not want that anymore in terms of a relationship. They do not want any more regret. They're letting regret go. They're letting the loss go that has happened in a relationship or situation, and they're moving forward much more intellectually. Anything else that wants to come through? Let's see here. Yeah, they're showing the world who they really, really are. Here is what it looks like. So, again, that's all about embracing their power. I think they've kind of stepped into themselves right now, is that they've kind of are letting go of the past. And this is focusing on bringing love into the situation. They're letting go, guys, this no, and it took me a while to get through this, but I really think what this no is talking about is letting go of the resentment, letting go of the loss, and just really letting go of that type of feeling, that yucky feeling, that regret, right? It's kind of like it's like that bereavement, any sort of adversity. They're letting that go, and they're bracing their power, and it's really like they're showing the world who they really are, and they're focusing on love. Okay, it's bringing love into the situation, right? So that's what I see here. Now, a new moon in Aquarius, so it could be that you might be dealing with an Aquarius on this side. So note your comments below, guys. I'd like to know. How interesting. Okay, and anything else? What's the next step that they need to take? What's important for them? Surrender their fear of change. So they're going through a lot of change right now, and this is about, I'm getting a lot. This card's coming out a lot, guys. I'm not kidding, but I will tell you, if we're able to take that fear and to put that energy into transforming that into faith, we can move mountains, especially as a collective. There's just no doubt about it. Okay, and you're the great place to start, Cancer, because you could really do that. And I really feel that it's about having faith that all is well. Okay, and that's what this person is like, whether they're afraid of a change in a job and their health or relationship, or just aging or death. This is about an affirmation that's really focusing on, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. So note that below, guys. And really remember that, put that into the energy that you want to emit, okay? I think it's really important. But this person is, they need to focus on getting rid of their fear of change and getting rid of any sort of negative thinking. And they need to turn that more into a positive thing, okay? And as hard as it is, it's about, when a negative thought, comes up, it's not about burying it. It's about acknowledging it and saying, yes, I hear you. Thank you for that. But I'm going to, I am positive that I want to move in a more, a different direction. And this is the way I'm going to go. So thank you for that. I'm moving forward. So if you don't acknowledge it, it's just going to get buried and keep coming up. So acknowledge it. It releases out of your mind, and then you're able to move on in a more positive way. So thinking of a positive affirmation in place of that, because they do help, guys. It's just like a muscle, but you've got to keep strengthening it. So you've got to get into, anytime a negative, thinking kind of comes up and tries to control you, acknowledge it. And then thank it for being there. And then again, but I'm going to be focusing in this way. Okay. So make it positive and keep doing that so it develops into a habit. But that's for this person here. Okay. I do want to think about what it is that you want to say to this person and what the other person wants to say to you. What do you want to say to this person here, Cancer? Here it is. What is it? I can see that my anger has been destructive and that I've really hurt you. Wow. And we've all grown, right? We talked to you about, comparisons with other people and addressing any sort of addictions. And maybe it was a little bit of anger here that maybe got a little bit out of hand. And that happens sometimes in a relationship or situation. What's beautiful is owning up to it and acknowledging it. And, that is a confidence in itself at its finest. And it just really is just saying that, that you're admitting that sometimes it can have harmful ramifications. And I'm sorry that I really hurt you. So for some of you that might hold true. So let's see what they want to say to you. All right. Let's see what they want to say to you. Here it is. What is it? You are so upset. I probably don't fully understand my impact on you. Please tell me. I want to understand. So, yeah, this is beautiful. So, I think there just was a communication issue here, and more that needed to happen. I think it was not enough communication, period. Whether you were living together or you're apart, or at a distance, this is about really understanding each other's point of view and having empathy. Because what empathy is to be able to stand in another person's shoes and know where they're coming from as well as where you're coming from. So providing empathy through this, I think, is going to be very big for both of you. Okay. So I hope that resonated with you in some way. Guys, please note your comments below. I appreciate all your support to the channel. I do so very much. Note the bell because you'll be notified for every time I upload a video. And I look forward to seeing you in May. And until then, namaste.